Do not attempt to adjust your set. This is a streaming freedom video bulletin. Hello friends, just a quick heads up if you have clicked on this video. This is a specific video I am making for Cyan49 that you're more than welcome to watch, but I just wanted to let you know there is nothing new here from what I previously showcased. We're trying to take a look at the Stalhrim armors under different lighting conditions because for whatever reason they seem to be really affected by the sunlight and we can't get accurate results as to if the colors are matching or not. So Cyan, I want to let you know that I'm in a modded player home, my favorite player home, Dragonblood Castle. The light in here never changes. Now the armor is going to look different, most likely darker than what you are used to because of the different lighting condition, but I am hoping that this will showcase the true color of the armor. So I am going to equip the Stalhrim Light Armor B1, your original armor, to both of them first. So this is Stalhrim Light Armor B1 on the male, and I will equip that exact same armor on the female.
Still here.
Also, for anybody else that is watching, I will be leaving a link to the actual showcase that explains about this work in progress mod in the description box down below. Okay, so here is Stalhrim Light Armor B1, again your original armor as showcased on a female character.
Let's get going then.
So, as you can see here, Cyan, on Lydia the armor looks to be more of a gold or a yellow variant, where on Voldemort it is kind of a mixture of yellow and orange, I want to say. There's a lighter look to it. The cracks in the stone, lightning, whatever you want to call that, is much more noticeable on him than it is on Lydia. And again, there is no way light can be affecting this differently.
I'm right behind you. What do you want me to carry?
Okay, so that was the original Stalhrim Light Armor B1 as showcased on a female and male character. I will keep that same armor on him and I'll put on the different variants for her. So here is Stalhrim Light Armor B1B female version as showcased on Lydia.
You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, so just like under the sunlight conditions on Lydia, it seems to be more of a pink variant. There seems to be some pink in it, not as much as what was shown in the sunlight, but it's definitely a pink look to it, to me at least. So they are not matching. But no, I wanted to go ahead and make this for you to where you could get a better look at this, since you said you might be getting close to finalizing these. That way you'd know, if you were satisfied with the way they were coming out, or not make a change if something was good. That was Stalhrim Light Armor B1B for the female version. If something was good and you thought it wasn't and then changed it and didn't like the way it came out. So I thought this might be able to help you out. Here is Stalhrim Light Armor B1C female version as showcased on Lydia. Now this is the one in the sunlight that I thought matched. However, and I thought matched the closest. However, here on her, it seems to be again more of a gold or a yellow like we previously saw. There's a little bit more color there, but they're not matching as much as what they looked to be in the sunlight. For example, you'll notice on him that we have what looks to be more like orange on the chest plate there with yellow, as you can kind of see here. And yet with Lydia, on her chest plate, there's much more yellow there that I'm seeing. So where these two armors,
what do you want me to carry?
This B1C variant with the B1 of him, I thought outside they matched the closest. Here they don't look to be as much to me. It's really odd the sunlight would affect these particular armors that much. Here is Stalhrim Light Armor B1D female version as showcased on Lydia. I believe this is
Lead
the one
on.
you've been talking about that you think has kind of a lava look to it. That's kind of the feeling I get from it too. It's an interesting look to it, but I know you said you were thinking it was like a little too metallic looking or something like that. Could still be something though you might want to work on. Perhaps you could create some type of like lava version of the armor that was like forged in fire or something, you know. Make some unique standalone armor at some point, I don't know. Because it looks interesting. Of course, the lighting conditions, like when light is hitting it, sunlight, is going to affect the way it looks. As far as the two matching, again, there's much more color in Lydia's chest plate than there is
I've
in
got your back.
Voldemore's.
What do you want me to carry?
Okay, so that was Stalhrim Light Armor B1D. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Before we go on to the B2s, I'm going to re-equip her. I know the other is listed as female variant, but just on the off chance, I don't know if this would make a difference, but let's put B1B female version back on her, and I'll equip that exact same version, even though it's female, on him. Let's just see if, by chance, because I don't know, I haven't done this before, but since I'm just showcasing these armors for you, on the off chance maybe something odd happens, because I didn't expect originally with those two green armors during the showcase that the original green armors would kind of match. So this is B1B female version showcased on a male.
I'll wait for you here.
Okay, now that armor looks exactly the same on him. I kind of suspected that because I'm guessing that for the male, these female variant versions aren't really going to look any different. They're going to look the same, and they're still not matching, but I didn't know if by chance there could be a difference or a change, so I thought, you know,
I await your command, Thane.
on the off
What's mine
chance,
is yours,
it's
Thane.
no trouble to do this little bit of extra here. So that was B1B female version on the male character, and it did not match. Let's take a look at B1C female version on a male character and see if they match.
Be careful.
And
Still here.
we'll take a look at B1C.
What do you want me to carry?
On her. This was, again, B1B female version. And here is B1C female version showcased on the female.
Lead on.
Okay, and again, they aren't matching. There is more of a yellow in her chest plate than his. His doesn't seem to change at all, so I'm assuming that they won't on the male. I don't know. I don't understand how this stuff works, so I just thought if there was any, you know, possible unforeseen change that occurred,
I am at your command.
I might as well go ahead and show the D one, though. That was B1C female on a male. I might as well show D as well, because it's the only other one, and then we can get back to the other armors. Alright, so this is B1D female version showcased on a male. Again, I don't see a change there at all, so I highly doubt these will match.
What do you want me to carry?
Because hers will have that much more lava look. This was B1C female version that she was wearing, but hers will have that lava look that you were talking about. But I figured, you know, just on the off chance. I won't do that again now that I know it. I mean, I will do it for the green. I might as well, because it's the only other one that has a female version. But otherwise, in the future, I'll know then the female version will not change color at all on the male character. So, with these B1s, I would still say B1 on the male with B1C on the female were the closest, but it's still noticeable there's a lot more yellow in her chest plate than there was on his. It doesn't match as much as it did in the sunlight, in my opinion. Here is Starlight Armor B2. This is your original Starlight Armor B2 as showcased on a male.
Right here, then.
I'm right behind you.
And I will equip that same armor
What do you
on
want me to
Lydia,
carry?
as there is no female version. That was B1D female version that Lydia was wearing. So now I'll equip the same armor he is wearing, which is Stalhrim Light Armor B2, this showcased on a female character.
You lead,
Okay,
I'll
so
follow.
as you can see, and as I've noticed multiple times, with Lydia it is a dark blue, and with him it is a light blue, so they are not matching at all. I have noticed this several times. With the female variant of the armor, it often appears to be much darker. It is not matching. It's a pretty variant of blue for the female character, though.
I await your command, Thane. What's mine is yours, Thane.
Okay, so that was Stalhrim Light Armor B2 as showcased on a male. And here is Stalhrim Light Armor B3. This is your original B3 as showcased on a male.
Be careful, Thane.
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry?
And this was Stalhrim Light Armor B2 that Lydia was wearing as showcased on a female character. And now I'll give her this matching armor that he has. So here is Stalhrim Light Armor B3 as showcased on a female character.
Let's get going then.
Okay, so these are closer to matching, but again, you can see on the female it is a darker color. There's more of a white in his armor, again in those cracks or whatever you want to call those, lightning bolts, whatever those are. I'm just going to say kind of cracks in the rock. But it kind of shows up white, and on hers I don't really see that at all. Otherwise, the pink color itself kind of matches, but you can tell that hers is still darker looking.
Is it time to move out? Do you need something from me, Thane?
Okay, so that
Or
was
can I
Stalhrim Light
carry
Armor
something for you?
B3 as showcased on a male. Now I will give him Stalhrim Light Armor B4. This is your original Stalhrim Light Armor as showcased on the male, and I'll give Lydia this exact same armor. This was the one that when equipping her with the
I'll
exact
wait
same
for you
armor
here.
surprised me that they,
I've
on
got
the
your back.
outside with the sunlight hitting them,
What do you want me
seemed
to
to
carry?
match pretty good where they didn't in the original showcase. That was Stalhrim Light Armor B3 as showcased on a female character. Okay, here is Stalhrim Light Armor B4 as showcased on a female character. This again is the one that outside in the sunlight,
Lead on.
and here I'm thinking the same thing. These are pretty damn close to matching in my opinion. His is still a little bit lighter, a little bit more of a brighter green I would say, but my opinion, out of all the Stalhrim armors, these two are matching the closest. Hers is a little noticeable darker, but not by much, at least in my opinion. So, and it looks good. It's a good look for the armor. Again, you can tell his is a little bit brighter of a green though. But I think this is the closest of the ones that I've seen in my opinion. By far.
I've got your back.
Okay, so that was
What do you want me
the
to carry?
original Stalhrim Light Armor B4 as showcased on the female. Now I will give her the female variant of that armor. It's odd too, because the original time I showcased those, I remember those two did not match at all, and then after that I was surprised. Here is Stalhrim Light Armor B4B female version as showcased on a female.
Let's get going then.
Yeah, between the two of them, the original matches closer to his. However, I will say though, even though this is a darker version of it, as I'm going down their bodies here and stuff, and she's moving, the way the light in here is hitting it, that has a really unique looking effect. I'm not certain what that would do in sunlight, but just kind of take a look at her chest plate there as she's moving. The kind of reflection and stuff, that has a really neat, unique looking effect, and it's a pretty alternative green for this armor. So it looks good in my opinion. But as far as matching wise, her wearing the original matched more so than this female variant, I think.
I await your command.
Okay, for the
Thane.
hell of it, since I did it with those
I am
other
at your
ones,
command.
I'll go ahead and give him the female variant real quick just to see if there was any unforeseen change. I don't think there will be. That was Starlight Armor B4 on the male, but since it is the last one. And again, in the future, I'll know then that the female variant of it here is B4 B female version of the Stalhrim armor. And yeah, I don't see a change.
Thane.
So, in the future, I'll know that it doesn't change the female variant on the male character. It will be the exact same color every time. I just did that this time, like I said, in case there was by chance any unforeseen changes. I figured it'd be helpful.
What's mine is yours.
Because again,
Thane.
I don't know how this stuff works.
I'll wait for you here.
That is a nice looking variant on her armor though, even though it didn't match.
Still here.
Got a really nice look of the reflection.
What do you want me to carry?
Okay, so that was Starlight Armor B4B female version, as showcased on a female. So, in my opinion, friend, I think Starlight Armor B4, the original, on both of them, was by far
Lead
the
on.
closest to matching. It was still noticeable that was a little bit darker on her than him, but they were pretty damn close in my opinion under these lighting conditions, which is, as you can see, there is no light that can be affecting them differently. It's all the same lighting condition. So under sunlight, I don't know how that might change. So, in my opinion, the ones I think were the closest to matching, although still noticeable that they didn't exactly, were as following. Both the original B1 versions, although it's more noticeable of a yellowish orange to her. The B1 and B1C version, but she's got more yellow. The B3 versions, but she is darker compared to him. And this one by far matches the most. The B4 versions look to be extremely close. And so, friend, without any sunlight affecting it, that is my opinion for what I think are the closest to matching. Definitely the B4s being the original B4 being the closest. In any case, I hope this helps you out, Cyan, to be able to see your color variations a little bit better on these armors without the sunlight affecting them. And I hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you for watching it. Take care. And to anybody else that is still here watching, please take care as well. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin. Peace out.